Hey everybody, today's January 25th. This is Natural Resources. I'm Mr. Sheridan. I'm so glad that you're here. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Just a couple quick announcements for those of you who are not in class today. Number one, I am taking class in Power School going forward every single day. There's no excuse for you not to be here in class. There's nobody who's got classes doubled up, so you need to be here. And if not, you are going to get a phone call home saying that you were not in class today. So make sure that you're getting into class. Second announcement, I finally got our grade book updated a little bit. There are grades in there for the second semester, including your summative grade. Today marks the opening of that 5-day window. If you want to retake, you have to let me know in the next 5 days. If you haven't turned it in yet, you need to get that done, or else there's not going to be an opportunity to retake or to resubmit. So make sure that you get into Power School, see what your grade is in there, and if that needs to be adjusted, if there's something that you don't think is correct, make sure you get with me and we'll figure it out. Now, going forward this week, at least from now until through Thursday, we're going to be working on a little project that if you, let me share my screen here. If you go into our Google Classroom under week 22, our assignment number 48 is our Ag Career Explorer activity. And here's what I would like for all of you to do. We are going to follow along on this document, which is located right here in your Google Classroom. It's this document here. So, and I do want to reiterate that for those of you who are pretty particular about whether you're going to do formative assessments and you're only going to do the summative assessments, I caution you because the summative assessment for this unit is basically going to be a portfolio of all the formative assessments that we're doing right now. So even though this is a formative assessment, it's going to be a part of your summative assessment in a couple of weeks. So if that's one of the things that you're looking for, that you're not doing a formative assessments for whatever reason, I don't understand why you would do that, because you're not going to do well on your summatives if you're not doing your formatives. But here's the thing, you're going to need to do this one way or another. So what I'm asking for you to do is to use a website called agexplorer.com. There is a link in this website or in here. If not, you can copy and paste this into a browser and get to agexplorer.com. It's put on by the National FFA and a few other partnering sponsors. So we will go there in a second, but I want to talk about what it is that we're going to cover here. So I want you to create a Google Slides presentation that highlights 6 career profiles. So we're going to use some of the information that we used last week when we were looking at our personalities and some of the careers that might interest us. We're going to focus on that, and we're going to actually do a little bit of a write-up on 6 career profiles. So you're going to go down and we're going to be looking at the different career pathways. So if we go to agexplorer.com, this is what gets pulled up here. So there are 9 different career pathways that get pulled up. So just for my sake, if you remember the couple things that the career assessment was telling me that, maybe a sales training, something in sales probably made sense for me. So if I go to agribusiness systems and start to look through some of these things, this career pathway has a ton of careers that are all available. So this is only through the letter C. It goes all the way out. So I mean, there's tons and tons and tons of jobs that I want you to look through so that you can focus on and see what it is that you would like to do. There's everything from a lobbyist to an agricultural lawyer to journalists to communication specialists. In fact, I found a communication specialist. Let's look at that one because that does a good job of giving us an example of what I'm looking for. So if we go back to our worksheet, you need to do down here, it's going to say repeat steps 3 through 6. So steps 3 through 6 is all of this. You need to do this 6 times for 6 different careers. So you're going to go through that website and you're going to find a career path. You're going to pick at least 2 careers out of that career path. And you're going to pick 3 of the 9 career paths. So if we go back here, let's go back to our main site. Let's be really clear about this. Okay, so here's the main agexplorer.com. There's 9 different career pathways. I want you to pick 3 of those, and I want you to pick 2 jobs from each career pathway. That's a total of 6. And what you're going to do is you're going to create, and I gave you a copy of this just blank presentation. If you want to change the background, if you want to do anything with it, that's fine. But I want you to do this in Google Slides. And for those of you who have done Google Slides with me, understand I don't appreciate a lot of text. I like images. I want you to keep these short and sweet and to the point. However, you do need to include all of this information. Therefore, it will take more than one slide per job. In fact, if it's less than 3, I'd be surprised. So at least 3 slides. That is what it's going to take to highlight a career. So again, if we go back to agribusiness systems career pathway, if we scroll down here to communications specialist, you're going to find all the information that you need to do one of these 6. So it's going to tell you exactly what that job does. It's going to tell you what responsibilities you have. It's going to tell you what the job market looks like, if there's looking for a lot of those people or not. It's going to talk to you about some of the professional organizations that you should be a part of. I myself in college was a member of the National Agri-Marketing Association. Very cool stuff. Your average salary. And then over here, you're going to have recommended high school courses, the education and training required, if you want to click on some other careers that are related to that. But you will also need to see available jobs, because you actually can. And for those of you who are upperclassmen, this is a really cool resource for you to be looking for jobs. So we're looking for communications jobs near Dansville, Michigan, if I could spell. And there's a whole bunch. So not all of these are going to be in Dansville, obviously, but there's one in Weberville, for heaven's sake. There's some that are sponsored, that are just like Google, that are going to come to the top really quickly, but these are high level communications jobs that are going to be available. Now, I've clicked on a couple of these jobs that didn't bring up anything when you clicked, looking for in a place in Dansville or jobs near Dansville, Michigan. For instance, I clicked on agricultural lawyer and there weren't any jobs available. Well, that's probably because most lawyers are going to actually start their own practice and just start practicing agricultural law and go out and find themselves and are going to go out and find opportunities to do that work on a entrepreneurial basis, rather than there being an actual job posting. So with some of these, you may need to think outside the box a little bit of how you're going to actually fulfill that requirement of the assignment. But this is what you need to do. You need to go through this thing. You need to look at different careers and choose. We're choosing 3 pathways and 2 jobs in each pathway. So you need to and all the requirements are right here. So you're going to want to keep this document close and make sure that you include all of this information in your slides document. So with that, I'm excited for you all to get a chance to go back and explore that website some. Make sure that you are in there and looking up new careers. I'm happy to help. If something goes haywire or you can't figure stuff out, please let me know and I'll try to help. Otherwise, happy hunting. I will see you back here again tomorrow, and we will answer any questions that you have, and we may have some other resources for you. So make sure that you're stopping into class. Most likely tomorrow and Thursday will be more work days, but you still need to be here in order to get any announcements that are important. So make sure that you are coming to class, and I will see you all on Thursday or on tomorrow. Have a great day.